I have to turn off Pandora because nobody wants to listen to my shitty music.
You got this.
I mean, we're also going, so,
Oh, see, I told you wouldn't tell us when we were live. We're live.
I said exactly when we were going to press the button because I was pressing the button at the time.
That's what he always says.
Yeah.
A likely story.
It was a great story.
Tip of the tongue, the teeth.
It's the best. It's the best story.
It drinks the best beer.
All right, let's do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, and welcome to the Barcast, where the bar gets set lower every week. This week, your bartenders will be Anon Pencil, Enigmatic Otaku,
I'm being held up by Diamond Tiara, if you see there.
Flamin' Warfer,
Yes.
Milk, and I'm Flippery. This week, we have a duo of guests at the counter. We have Ansel
Hello, everybody.
and Crystal.
Who is very happy that you called yourself Flippery.
Otherwise known as the great duo Quill and Blade. For those who have not tuned into the Barcast before, welcome. What we do is we take user-submitted guests and then take user-submitted questions and make our guests miserable. Every week we have a drinking word, which this week's drinking word is...
Euthanasia!
And baby.
And baby.
Yeah. Wait a second. So if we want to get both drinking words in one, we'll have to talk about euthanizing babies?
No, stop.
Oh no!
Guys,
We set ourselves up!
I didn't think this through.
guys, what did Samus
We
call the
obviously-
Metroid another M?
We knew this was happening. It's fine.
The infant.
Gosh.
Have you
So,
seen the infant?
in addition, we're streaming on Twitch right now. So, if there are anyone who are watching us right now, they can, of course, submit questions through the Twitch chat. So, that said, Anon Pencil is watching our chat today. Pencil, what's an example of a question you won't relay to Ansel and Crystal?
If you ask Ansel whether or not he's circumcised and how it feels,
I'll
Crystal, how
never
big
know.
her dick is, I might ask that. So that's where we're at, okay? Like,
How do you know how big Crystal's dick is?
ask her. That's the idea. You can also, if you'd like to post questions, you can also post them in the Barcast group, which I'm posting a link to right now in the chat. So you can go there and join that and do that. And so, of course, Crystal and Ansel get to shoot down any questions they're uncomfortable with. So you know what? If Crystal doesn't want to tell me how big her dick is, that's just something I'm going to have to learn to live with. So that's how it's going to work, everyone. Are we good with that? We're fine?
Yeah, sounds good.
So, without further ado, let's jump into the quote-unquote actual interview questions. Number 1, Ansel and Crystal, go ahead and introduce yourself, and what have you done for the fandom?
What have we done for the fandom? I
Yeah.
think that's just a unfortunate question. Made it worse.
Too much pressure. What have I done for the fandom? What will persist after I'm long gone? I think it'll have to be that I made Enigmatic Otaku my baby.
Aww.
Aw.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Wow. All right, here we
You
go,
all
everyone.
are welcome.
Okay, so I suppose we should actually do what we're supposed to do. Hello, everybody. I'm Ansel, and I was an alcoholic in college, but now I'm just kind of a jerk. And I write with my wife because we enjoy that, and some other people kind of enjoy that, but we really didn't do it for the fandom so much as we did it for each other.
Aw.
Yay!
Well, I can't follow that up.
Well, we'll give you
So
a
I
chance
won't.
with a different question.
Okay.
How did you two get into the fandom, specifically?
Honey, do you want me to tell the story?
Sure.
So I was in the kitchen making dinner, which doesn't actually make sense because I don't normally make dinner. So I don't know what was up that day. That whole day was just weird, apparently, starting with me making dinner. We're a very gender open family, in which case, I mean, he does the cooking and mostly the times he does the cleaning and I sit on the couch. And we happened to flip the TV to an episode of My Little Pony. And we're like, oh, yeah, there's a whole bunch of people that are really into this. So let's see what this is all about. Well, it happened to be the episode where the Cutie Mark Crusaders do the talent show and the awful singing and the kind of not so great message of don't do what you want to do what you're supposed to do. And we were just looking at this like the singing is terrible. These characters are not that great. And the message is like, oh my gosh, people like this. So for many, many months, we were kind of anti My Little Pony, thinking that it was pretty much terrible. Then one fateful day, we happened to be on YouTube where a video that I don't quite recall the exact naming of, but
Why
it's
is Applejack not a main character?
or why Applejack gets no love or something like that. It was something to that accord. And we're like, huh, okay, Baroni, show us what you got. And it was actually really deep and insightful and thoughtful and had a whole bunch of stuff to it that we're like, oh my gosh, is this show actually not terrible? So that's when we went back and watched the first episode and then the second episode and the third and the fourth and the fifth and then started writing ponies.
Yay! Gateway drugs.
I like the idea of you looking at the video going, huh, am I wrong? No, of course not. It's the children who's wrong.
Children.
All right. Next question then. What is your favorite part of this fandom in particular? The online community, the fanfics, the cons, the music. What would you qualify as your favorite part?
Ooh, I really like the music and the art and the things that people produce. It's kind of amazing to me how this fandom produces so much stuff. I personally also just really enjoy getting to meet people like you guys.
Aww.
Aw. BronyCon.
Yep, BronyCon.
Yep. First thing for me, the music was the first thing that we started doing before we even started writing, just kind of listening to all that and going, wow, these people are really talented and very much putting a ton of effort into it. And so, then she started writing before I did in secret, and she didn't want me to know. This is a true story. She didn't want me to know. So she wrote a couple stories. She didn't want me to know. And then she eventually copped to it, I guess, because I was just sort of like, I think I'm going to write a story. I hadn't written in a while, and I just kind of felt like writing something. And I really enjoyed the Nightmare Night episode. So I was like, I really want to write something about that. And that's what turned out to be memoirs. And that's kind of what we kind of went into it. But yes, she didn't want me to know. She was embarrassed.
Well, that felt like it feels like there is a very thick line in the sand, and that's enjoying what people create and then creating, and especially creating fan fiction. Like that felt like this dirty thing that I was doing, but not in a dirty like sexual way, just dirty like I'm rolling in the mud dirty.
Well, it could
I'm gonna
be
be covered in mud. Sorry.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Oh.
You know what, wife? I'm considering writing in this fandom. Or are you going to give me support? Of course. And then she opens up her closet and it's full of nothing but sticky notes for characters.
Yes.
All right. Next question. If there's one thing you guys could say to your followers or your fans or your community or your haters, what would it be?
And I know last time you guys had some great stuff to say, so I'm really curious what you'll do this time.
Oh, now it's
Wow,
ruined.
pressure.
Yeah. You first.
No, because I went first last time, and I'm the one who went on the bad path.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm the one who talked about how,
Wait.
like, yeah. You get
Wait. Wait, is Ansel Paragon and your Renegade?
I don't know that reference.
Aw.
Okay.
Mass Effect, play it. Anyway.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
No, yes, I went first last time, and everyone was like, wow, that's not what that question meant. And I was like, oh, whoopsie. So yeah, you're going first this time.
Okay, well, so one of the big things that drew us to the fandom and kind of kept us into it was, again, the whole general inclusiveness and, more importantly, the message from the show. So what I would like to say this time is kind of remember that, folks, when you deal with writers and commenters and each other, that really it's supposed to be, friendship is magic, harmony, be nice to each other. Don't be a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I like that.
See, I went negative, so now you can go positive and redeem.
Oh, I can go positive. Oh my gosh. Okay. I would like to say to the haters, all those haters, H-haters out there, that you can't bring me down because I have Ansel and he'll always support me.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Aw.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It's true though.
All right. Time to start a fight then.
Right, bring it.
Final question. Who is best pony?
Rarity.
Oh, good lord.
Rarity.
Wow, no fighting there.
Wow, both Rarity. Okay. Is this something you
But
guys have to
only
discuss?
only the first watch through did not like her. I thought she was kind of annoying and just kind of a caricature and didn't really enjoy her. Second watch through, really noticed a lot of more nuance to her that we missed the first time, and that this is whining. Like, I love that episode. I love that episode. Yeah, she's actually a pretty interesting character when you pay attention to the kind of like the things that she says and the things that she stands for, and that she's actually kind of like Applejack is a super self-made pony. Like, no one's gonna argue that she's so self-made that the show can't even bring her up any further because she didn't learn nothing this episode. And Rarity still has stuff to learn, which is always good. But she's also a successful business mare.
She also has a lot of really subtle comedy that I didn't catch the first time. I think, like I said, I really do think they do a lot with Rarity and a lot more than some of the other characters.
I can see that. All right.
You know, I like how in the comments it sounds like you guys rehearsed this.
Actually, not.
Not at all.
You
We
guys
actually
get
didn't
to-
prepare at all. In fact, I was busy linking photos from a vacation to some friends of ours up until about 5 minutes before we joined.
Perfect.
We appreciate your
We-
preparation.
We've got you. We've got you raw and unprepared. So
Whoa.
that said, let's jump straight into the user submitted questions. So, first set of questions come from Tony Montana, a good friend to the podcast. Question number 1: did you guys miss us?
We did. We had such a good time the first time we were on here. I always thought, man, I'd like to get back on there because we had so much fun. And, but I don't want to ask because that's just rude. Be like, hey guys, can I be on your podcast? I suck your dick.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful.
When are you doing that, by the way, since you're already back here?
What? Now, you can't
I
just
didn't
ask for a dick sucking.
I didn't ask or offer. Sorry. You guys
That's
invited
where
us.
you're wrong, kiddo.
Okay. Next question: do you seriously though? Do you actually enjoy hanging around us?
Unfortunately, yes. You're bad people, and you just make us admit that we're bad people too.
Yay!
I like
Yay,
you people.
camaraderie.
That's why I
But
talk to you in private messages sometimes.
But Daddy
Yeah.
says I'm a good people.
You're a very good baby.
Drink.
Yeah.
Reminder that if you're just drinking soda or water, that's totally fine. We accept that. I mean, we're drinking alcohol, but whatever you want to do.
And the follow-up question: are we actually good people, or are you guys just trying to make us feel better?
Oh, I don't think you're good people. I mean, you're not bad people. You're not evil people. I'm just saying that, I see the community you foster and the questions we get. So, there's some question about what's good and bad, right or wrong, correct or not correct. Let's just say you're falling that true neutral area there.
Hey, I'll
Wow.
take that.
Yeah, I'll take true neutral. Sounds great.
We're so awful. All right. So next question: thoughts on season 7 so far?
Best season in a very long time. Been massively impressed. I've only seen like 5 episodes because we're just watching through Amazon and paying, so they keep making them and whatnot. But I don't know. What do you think, honey? I think they've been amazing.
I've really enjoyed them, and I know this is going to be controversial, and we're probably going to lose 30 followers just from saying this. But I've enjoyed it because it's getting back to the lesson roots, which was why I really enjoyed it in the first place. Because it's a show that acknowledges, the adult audience with, well, not even adult audience. It acknowledges that kids aren't dumb and they don't need to watch Bubble Guppies and paint dry to be entertained. That they can actually grab onto more nuanced lessons and ideas. Like my favorite, which actually isn't from this season, I think it was from the previous season, so whoops. But the Fluttershy Nightmare Night one, where it's like it's okay to not enjoy the things that your friends enjoy. Like you can still be friends and not like all the same things. Like that's a really great lesson. So when we eventually have kids, I want to watch My Little Pony with them and I want them to learn these things. And I don't want to be bored out of my skull because we had to sit with one of our friends' kids and they were watching Bubble Guppies. And I'm like, I would rather not be here hanging out with people I love than watch this.
What the fuck is a bubble guppy?
Yeah, I got
I
it.
don't know. It's terrible.
Oh
Mhm.
man, look it up sometime and then
Let me know.
stop.
I'm gonna Google image it right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check to see if there's porn of it.
I don't, well, sure there
Well,
is.
that's how you know it. That's how you know it exists.
You know, if you have bubble guppies porn, just go ahead and throw it in our stream chat here.
Nope, I got it.
don't
I got it.
Oh my
I got
god!
it. That took me enough time.
Who
Of
makes
course.
porn of that?
Of course there is.
But there,
Oh my god!
who's watching it to then know of it to then make porn of it?
Bubble guppies,
if
you
it
know what I
exists-
need.
If it exists, there's porn of it. That's just how
Yeah.
the internet works.
Oh,
There's lots of it. I'm gonna tell you right now.
but okay.
Okay.
All right. I don't want to think about this anymore.
All right, moving on then. Are there any particulars characters you'd like to see return in season 7?
So I was gonna say kind of earlier before we got into bubble guppy porn.
Okay.
One of the things that I like about season 7 is that they're dumping the main 6 as the only main characters, and we're seeing a lot more other characters. So I kind of really enjoy the fact that we're just seeing those. So Trixie and Starlight is just kind of a fun pair to see, and I think that's really great. So I hope they keep that up. I hope we don't get too much of the new sparkle, weird colored changelings because I just don't care.
Fucking Skittles.
Can we acknowledge that Starlight has replaced Twilight as, the new character to focus on for lessons and morals and all that jazz?
I refuse
Yeah.
to acknowledge this. Nice try though.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's better.
Whoa.
Ooh, hot
We're
opinion
starting
right
fights here.
Hey, it's a Barcast. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of ass.
we need a fucking good bar fight.
I know
No,
this is how you
Ansel,
start one.
Ansel, you're here to kick ass and chew bubble guppies.
No.
His name is Duke Nooper.
Oh
It's time
my
to chew
God.
ass.
Moving on from
Euthanize the
bubble.
bubble guppy.
Okay, now I just want to say that I don't feel like Twilight's been wholly replaced. Like she's not moved out, but I mean she's still there. She's just learning in a new capacity how to be a mentor and whatnot. Like she still has value. Please don't be mean to her, Ansel.
Huh?
You said it was no, whatever.
Please no bully.
Please no bully. You bully
Why I bully?
because you bully.
Okay.
Any characters you'd like to see have more episodes where they play a major role or even the main focus or foci?
Trixie.
He's a big Trixie fan.
Princess Luna.
I want Photo Finish to come back because I like her with the magics.
Uh,
I miss Lightning Dust.
Lightning Dust is a good character.
I
like
would
to see,
love to see more of Lightning Dust now that you mention it. Yes, I'd like to see her have some growth.
Yeah. 'Cause
We got a
she got
little-
fucked over.
We got a little bit of Nurse Redheart. I would like to see. Honestly, I feel like they could do more with Mare Mare.
Yes.
You know,
Mhm.
Yes.
I like
speaking
Gabby.
of. Oh, yes, more Gabby. Yes, Ansel, you and I agree.
Someone said, speaking of.
That was me.
Oh,
Speaking of
sorry, baby.
speaking of Mayor, since Twilight's the princess of whatever there, what job does she have?
Well, Twilight's busy educating Starlight. She's got to delegate all the town folk stuff to Mayor.
So you're saying with enough votes, Mayor can be the next princess?
I'm not saying that.
Who knows at this point? You're born that way, you're randomly assigned it. It just depends on if they need to sell toys. Next week, Ansel gets his wings.
So actually, in the chat, since we're all horribly behind, they're letting us know that most of the characters, except for Mare that were mentioned, have already made returns in season 7. We just haven't seen the episodes yet.
Oh,
Oh,
good for us.
Good
we're,
for us,
We're
indeed.
predicting.
yes.
Yeah. All right. So next question. Crystal and Ansel, when you two are writing, does one person tend to handle certain things like name and dialogue more, or the other, or is it a highly collaborative effort? I know you've talked about your writing process before, but what's more of the specifics? Where are your guys' strengths?
Well, I would readily and happily admit that Ansel's strength is plot and world building. He's much bigger picture kind of person. He is fantastic at that. When we have written some non-pony stuff prior, that was what he took charge of then, it's what he takes charge of now. It's not that I don't get involved in that at all. Like sometimes I'll contribute some things if I have some ideas, but for the most part, that's his strength and that's where he lies. I would say that my strength is the smaller details of the characters, and without trying to sound egotistical, I think I'm better than him at dialogue. Um, we, you guys are distracting me in the general chat. I need to get
I'm
out of that
sorry.
channel.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. No, it's fine. I'm just easily distracted.
I
That's
won't post
true.
porn. I
It's
promise.
true.
Can we just
No,
stop?
it's okay.
Can we just stop sharing double puppy porn because we're distracting her?
Okay.
No, I don't see the bubble guppy porn. I am out of that channel. That was like day one. That's what I said. I said no bubble guppy porn, please.
Jesus
Can we just say like baby a couple times so we can all just drink, please?
The baby! The baby! Have you seen the baby?
If I could sing, I'd do that Justin Bieber, the baby ooh, but I can't sing.
How many babies was that? That was too many.
I don't know. Just
That was
keep
enough.
drinking until you feel good.
Feeling
Until
it,
it
Mr.
stops
Krabs.
hurting.
Well, guppy porn.
Oh god, I can't even. I haven't even seen it, and I don't want to
Don't
see
do
it, but
it.
I'm
You
imagining
know,
it, and it's terrible.
Pencil,
It's Buddha!
pencil. That one,
Oh, I
that
didn't
one
need that.
pencil. I just gotta let you know, pencil, that when that picture was there, it loaded in sections. Okay, so it loaded the face. Okay, it loaded the upper torso. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is pretty standard. Then it loaded the bottom, and I was just like, okay, that's not a fucking trap. That's an ambush. That fucking that
That's not a
threw me.
trap. It's an ambush.
Like I
Is that
recoiled.
where
I was
it's not shaved?
Yep, it's not. It is definitely shaved though. Anyway, can we please move on without Crystal being traumatized? I
Right.
think we've done.
So on that note, I would agree that Crystal writes better dialogue than me, without a question on that. She also does. We both do pretty good characterization, but I think she's still better. I think she focuses in on the characters a lot better than I do. She's also better at descriptions. That's my biggest weakness, is describing the things around my characters. So that's a thing. Um, I do agree too that I'm definitely more pacing, big picture, plot, and world building better than her. She
I meander.
needs help with pacing at all times.
When we pass the chapters back and forth for editing and refining and whatnot, it is a skill to learn how to give and how to take criticism. We had to learn that over the course of our relationship. The first time he ever gave me criticism, which was 6 years ago, I cried. I just cried.
Yep, right on voice chat in front of me and all my friends, and made me feel like a huge tool.
I didn't know how to take criticism. I've learned, but it is funny, the giving and taking of criticism between us, because we both understand each other. So he knows that like I need a little, what is how do you put it? A little fluffing up before you ram it
It's
in. Yeah, he has to do that.
The Oreo method. The Oreo method, where it's the first thing I have to do is pick out something I liked, praise that, then I tell her what's maybe not so great, and then typically something else.
So yeah, so he has a method, and it works for me because it doesn't then that I don't spiral into like, oh my gosh, it's terrible. Everything I do is terrible. And for him, I can just leave a comment and just be like, babe, this part sucked.
So true. Yes. I try to be diplomatic, and she's just like, this was garbage.
That's me too. I understand. I respect you for that, Crystal.
It took a while. There was a long period of time when we first started writing together where I didn't give him any criticism because I was like, I don't want him to hate me.
Oh yeah, yeah. She just let stuff go out. She's like, I just didn't want to mess with it. Now she just goes in with a hammer.
There's a lot of red marks sometimes.
Yeah, that's what it needs to be, though.
I feel like you two start grading each other's works.
I do that.
I've
I do
not
that
yet
too.
given him a grade, but maybe I will.
All right.
Shall we move on to another question before we lose track again?
Yeah, I was trying to jump in and head us off here. How long do you
Did
plan
you learn
to?
last time that we meander?
No, it's all good. Everyone meanders. We meander the most, like I'm doing right now. Next question: how long do you plan on making the Quill and Blade verse?
until either we run out of ideas, which is not on the horizon, or people stop reading it.
Yep. Or more importantly, it stops being fun. So occasionally it has stopped being fun briefly, but the balance on the whole is always fun. But the big thing that people forget is that it's kind of one of those husband and wife things we do together, which makes it so much more. So it seems like it's going to go on quite a while.
Yay.
I have a large Trello board full of ideas.
Ooh.
Next question. Is there a particular story character or scene that you are most proud of or that you regret?
I am currently most proud of a story that my pencil Hime Sama Senpai likes. I have the most pride of that one because my pencil likes it.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is it Shadow Blade?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Crystal wrote Shadowblade. That's what
Oh,
happened.
my secret's out. And regret. I have a lot of regret regarding a story I published semi-recently, the Lucky Guy story. There is
Oh.
regret there.
Regret letting your fans annoy the shit out of you or
Regret.
something like that.
There
Fucking-
is some negative feelings I have regarding the way the feedback was given about that story.
Seriously.
I have some anger. Not anger. Anger is a strong word. Anger at the time. Now it's more just like whenever I see like some random person has commented on your story, Lucky Guy, I'm like, oh great, what now? So it kind of soured it for me when I was really proud of that story.
So
But,
you
know,
weren't
that's me.
you weren't angry. Someone just put their hands in your Jimmy jar and just rustled them all.
They rustled my jimmies.
No, her bonkers were clunked.
Exactly. What about you, babe?
Well, that's a good question. I think mine kind of comes and goes. There are certain moments in the stories that are particularly good, but I think I characterize Azurite exactly how I intend to, and she never wavers from that. And I think that's where I do the best. Other than that, I think I write Sunny really well.
What
All
about
right.
your regret?
My regret?
Yes. Do you have
So
one?
many regret. That's all. Just so many regret.
Okay. Moving on then.
So many.
Come on,
next-
Priest. We are so behind already. Go, Priest!
Who initially thought of doing this project and what inspired them?
NaNoWriMo.
NaNoWriMo. Yep. So basically, yes, I saw the Princess Luna episode, Nightmare Night, and I just kind of had this stupid idea about the pony that's dressed as a ghost, and I wanted to tell that story, and I came up with a character, but then I was like, well, I can't just jump right into that. That'd be crazy, even though that's what people do in fanfiction all the time. I just like, no, I have to explain this character. So it was like 16 chapters or something to get to that point. And we were trying to do it, or I was trying to do it for NaNoWriMo, and then it just sort of kept going.
All right. And then lastly from Tony Montana, is Scarface a good movie?
Well, she's never seen it and probably couldn't
What?
because it's too violent for her. So yes, it's a good movie.
I'm squeamish.
Aw, that's adorable.
God.
I was gonna say they have like high empathy or something.
Yeah, I can't handle it when like if I assume a lot of people have maybe seen like Family Guy and American Dad and like how they'll fall downstairs and twist their. I can't watch that.
Really?
God.
That's so
Don't-
fun though.
Don't watch
I
a
can't do it.
Saw movie.
Yeah.
Oh
So-
Lord, no.
So you're squeamish around like blood or anything medical stuff, or
I am just pretty much not good with anything physical
Mm,
like that. With that needles and injuries and scraped knees and all that stuff is no good for me.
gotcha.
Well, don't watch Supernatural either.
Hmm.
All right, so let's jump straight into questions from Alex _. And these are joint questions to Crystal and Ansel. First of all, what is your funniest shared anecdote? So, like a story you guys would tell to make people laugh.
Oh, well, we do a
Wait.
lot of stupid stuff.
I think it's zucchini.
Go for it, yeah.
Okay. I think it's our funniest stupid couple thing. So we it started, I don't remember exactly how it started, but whenever we'd buy zucchini, because that's our favorite vegetable in a non-sexual way, because I feel like everything I say here can be taken sexually.
It's true. It can.
Right?
You-
So for including in meals of a culinary variety, we love the vegetable zucchini. And at some point, he had his hand, like, you know how you make like a little hand puppet that talks, and it went zucchini, zucchini. And it started like that. And then at one point, because husbands have to find the line and tow it and then run across it, we were shopping and he's going zucchini, 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 and he just went. And I turn around in the middle of the store without really thinking about it, grab the hand, look directly at it, and go, I get it. You want zucchini. And like everyone around us is staring at me as I'm grabbing his hand and talking to his hand. And it has started a like 5-year long thing where hand is now a part of our daily lives.
You know, if I saw
Wow.
that, if I was in the store and I saw that, I didn't think that you married the man. I think that you married the hand.
She married us both.
Talk to the
Aw.
hand.
I actually have a picture of our D&D characters. Well, hold on. Finding it. I wasn't prepared. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I guess go on to the next question while I get it.
While you guys are finding that, approximately how lower is the bar compared to the last time you were here?
I hope a lot lower. I mean, you know, I felt like we did such a good job last time because we were very nervous and we really prepared and we tried. And this time I was like, let's just not try and see what happens.
You
And are you
guys are
having
doing
fun?
great.
Having
Are you
fun.
having fun?
I'm having fun.
Good. Then we're doing our job.
I'm less nervous than last time.
That's good too. Didn't
All
even
right.
have to put anything in your drink.
Woo!
Oh.
We didn't have to tie our ropes extra tight this time. They're kind of loose-ish.
So then the next question is, what fictional couple would you say are most like you?
Hmm. I assume it means My Little Pony fictional couple, or
No, any fictional couple.
Silent and Crystal.
Nailed it.
cheating.
Sunny and Azurite.
I'd actually
couple.
probably say we're more like Shining Armor and Cadence than Silent and Crystal sometimes.
Don't say that.
I was
That's
gonna
alright.
say,
Why
was
did
gonna-
you do this?
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say that you two are like the couple in the opening of fuck was that one movie?
Wait a minute. That means
That
that Enigma
movie.
is the baby. Enigma
No.
is Flurry Heart.
Enigma's my flurry baby.
Oh God.
Pulp Fiction. I was gonna say you two are like the couple in the opening of Pulp Fiction.
Oh God.
Really? Really? Enigma, no! No.
Okay. Now a question specifically to Crystal.
Oh.
Kill, fuck, marry, Mango, a Mango, or all the inhabitants of Mango, Florida.
Well, you know, since I have to answer this question, I might as well
No,
have a
you're
good
on-
time.
Here on the Barcast, killing yourself is always an option.
That's part of our
Now, let me
motto.
think. You know, let's go psychopathic. Let's kill all the inhabitants of Mango, Florida. Sorry, guys. Let's have some fun time with the mango. Like that fruit doesn't seem quite shaped well for that, but we're gonna find out. And I'm gonna marry Mango.
I think it's very interesting that you opted to have sex with a fruit and kill everyone in a small town in Florida.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm trying to
Well, I
imagine.
don't know what they might have, like STDs or something. I don't know them.
It's true. It is a lot of people.
Like I don't know what they've been doing.
Well, you could contract some sort of fruit disease from that. So
Nice.
Fruit
Fine.
disease.
Sure, he means a yeast infection, and I don't want to think about that, so can we move on to the next question?
Lord, what
like
the
scurvy.
Now a
Stop!
question-
That's not how it works.
Now a
That's-
question specifically to
You're a
Ansel.
fucking idiot. Oh my God.
A question specifically to Ansel. If your wife was afflicted with itchy and painful, crusty cunt flakes,
Oh no.
would you be willing to help her out in the appropriate manner? i.e., with your mouth.
Wow.
Yeah, I take
I'm
her to
sorry.
the doctor. Like a normal human being.
Good.
You,
Thanks,
I'm proud of
babe.
you if that's the right answer.
Now a question to Milk. Milk, wake up. Milk, wake up.
Hi, Milk.
Milk. Come on, get it together. You're professional, Milk.
I'm not a professional. Okay, what's the question?
Would you be willing to inject yourself daily with estrogen until you start lactating and then give it out to people at BronyCon as milk's milk? Obviously, the side effect of this would be that you would develop larger breasts with wider hips, therefore become even more attractive.
Fuck yes, I get tits out of this whole thing.
Nice.
All
That is
right.
a pretty good deal.
Never mind the milk. He's into the tits.
All right. Oh, God, there's a question for me. Okay, I'll blast through this. You finally get with Princess Cadence. However, before you can begin your lovemaking, she tells you, Priesty, I am the princess of love. That means I've made love so many times it started to bore me. So now I can only do it if it involves certain fetishes. You're surprised, but nonetheless still want her. What sort of fetishes are you into, you ask? Well, she says, I like food of face fucking. I love extreme scat and goring coprophagia, and I enjoy force feeding leading to massive unrealistic weight gain. You're willing to do anything to have a night of passion with Princess Cadence. Do you eat dick? Do you eat shit? Or do you eat cartoonishly fattening quantities of food?
Priest, I think that's easy.
I'll take the dick. All right, moving
Yeah.
on.
That's like really easy.
Yeah, just take the dick. Take the D.
Yep. No question on that one.
I'm comfortable with my sexuality. So,
I
Commissioner
probably
Forrester
know
now has
that.
questions, saying, first of all, it's nice to have you two back on the podcast. For Ansel, if there's ultimately a heaven and hell, as well as an almighty being who rules over them with a tyrannical iron fist, what is your favorite color?
Blue, without a question, blue is by far best color.
Well then, for Crystal.
Oh gosh, I can see it.
It's okay. It's okay.
It hurt.
It's okay.
You have gone mad with an unearthly power that allows you to warp the very fabric of reality to your whims, but in gaining said power, you've lost all recognition of your hubby. He tries desperately to get you to remember who you once were, but no matter how hard he tries, you ignore his cries, for lions don't concern themselves with the opinions of sheep. You decide you like to play about with this worm and pretend his pleas are to be reunited with the ones he calls crystal wishes were answered. He hugs you, crying his eyes out, sobbing openly over how scared he was to lose you and never wants you to leave him again. You see, it's the perfect moment for a splash of dramatic irony. So instead of you leaving him, he shall be leaving you. You summon forth a blade from thin air and run it through his shattered heart. He looks down at his gushing wound, and then back up at you with an emotionless face as his eyes dim and he collapses to the floor. The image of the person you loved more than anyone else in the world lying on the ground motionless is enough to bring you back to your senses, but it's too late. The damage has already been done. You try to bring him back, but you find that your powers have left you. You sob throughout the night until eventually run out of tears to shed. As the morning breaks, you rise with a look of steely determination on your face. You know what you must do now. Will you fuck Ansel's corpse, eat it, or stuff it and turn him into a coffee table?
Is
Killing
the
yourself
blade-
is always an
is-
option. Killing
Yeah,
yourself
is the blade still around? Can I thrust myself upon the blade and join him in the afterlife?
Yeah. You
Yes,
absolutely can kill yourself.
Okay.
But before you kill
Goodbye.
yourself, think of how great him as coffee table would like make the room work.
I mean, yeah, his goatee would go great with the carpet.
Are these Vylon, by the way?
No.
This was
no.
Alex underscore.
Oh,
Or Trickster Forrester. The violin is spreading.
The Vylon.
The violin.
All right, now we have questions from Shakespeare, please. Did you guys see the new episode, A Royal Problem, today?
Please refresh,
No.
by the way.
nope.
Okay.
Yes.
None of the above. Number 3. Okay. As a result of this episode, will there be an upswing of princess fix?
Without having
Yes.
seen it, yes.
Yes,
Mm.
without even having seen it, I predict that, again, authors will immediately write stories directly about it on FimFiction. The ones that are pretty decent will end up in the featured box, and they will ultimately probably not be that great, but again, it's just topical, and that's how it goes. And I've also proved this out by literally testing it one time, and it worked superbly.
Mm. Yeah, with how it ended, there was no question, especially with a couple things that were said. I immediately knew that, there's like 3 fix right there. Right there. And
She took
No spoilers.
no
not,
spoilers.
No spoilers.
not a spoiler, but she took a big ass bite of a pineapple and I cringed.
Oh yeah, I honestly think someone in the fandom is actually actively trolling Enigma at this point.
I love it. That's great.
In
I would
regards to
love that. I would
pineapples.
love that if like one of the writers or animators of the show actually listens to the podcast and just is taking it upon ourselves to fuck with us.
I would not like that. I would not like that even slightly.
Would this explain why Spike is being a better character?
Because they're see me screaming. That'd be interesting.
Gross. Actually, I kind of like that. Moving on. Number 4. Do you think that Celestia and Luna's pubic hair is wavy like their manes and tails?
You know, I gotta assume that they have royal trimmers that basically get up under there and, you know, do the marescaping. I'm just saying, if you're gonna be standing in front of all those people, you can't just have like crazy wavy pubic hair hanging out. It's just not appropriate.
I'm imagining the royal trimmers are like big ass garden hedges.
What the hell?
But it's their coat. So, well, I'm not reading into this. I'm not fucking reading it. Go on. Just
like
go,
they
go
could.
on. Go
They
on.
could.
Number 5. When Celestia and Luna get it on with
I don't believe in these things. It goes
Number
against
5.
my religion. Go ahead, ask the question.
When Celestia and Luna get it on with hot royal lesbian prince or sister princess, who do you think wears the strap on?
Neither, because I don't believe in these things.
Nice.
They both do.
You know, I think given what we've seen of Luna in canon, it's probably Celestia.
No, whichever one is getting it from the strap on, the other one has the strap on their horn. It just extends it outward.
There are not enough orifices for all of this. Jesus.
They make orifices.
What the balls? That's dark.
There's not enough orifices. Not
Oh,
with that
God.
attitude. There's not.
No, I'm done. Let's go.
That's
Let's
where
go on.
you're wrong,
So,
kiddo.
so would Chrysalis be like the end result of all that? That would explain all the extra holes.
Yeah. I don't think that
Aid.
helps. Chrysalis is
Um,
made out of cheese,
Sure.
obviously.
So, let's jump into questions from Explosions. And I can understand that some of these are very personal. If you want to skip them, I told.
It's okay. We've gone this far.
Question number 1. Do I scare you?
The fact that you have to ask makes me say yes.
Meh.
Meh. Okay, question number 2. Is Explosions a bad person?
The fact that you have to ask makes me say yes.
You're listening to this podcast, so yes.
Correct.
So, needless to say, Explosion sees this as the perfect opportunity to go into sex life questions. Number 1, do you guys do kinks?
Yes.
2, what kinks?
My kink is not talking about our sex life.
Oh. Woohoo! So this is really getting you on, huh?
Alright.
Yeah.
Number 3, what are sneezes your fetish?
No.
No, sneezes aren't fun. You get no.
Next question, are pickles or cucumbers your fetish?
Obviously not. It would be zucchini if it was one of those. Come on.
Right?
Come on. Now.
The safe word is zucchini.
No, it's banana. But anyway, continue.
Are you uncomfortable yet?
No, because this is my kink, remember?
What would you rate these questions?
Huh?
That was his question. What would you rate these questions?
6 maybe.
6, a solid 6. Okay.
6 out of 10 would not fap again.
Well, 6, is like sex, so that seems appropriate.
Yay!
I'm
So-
sorry.
I don't know where this next question comes from, but I'll read it and you guys can choose what to do with it. As a final question, because I like to do serious ones as well, you're married, correct? If so, your love must be strong. How strong is this bond? Where would it break? And what event would cause the separation of your souls?
Fuck off.
Like, that's kind of fucking dark, even for this podcast.
Yeah,
A little
really.
bit. But yes, we are married, very much so, and very, very happily married.
We're
Have
super
been-
married. There's levels of marriage, and
We
we're
are
super
so
married.
we are so fucking married.
Well, we are.
The next
you know,
level
and,
of
I,
marriage.
and I'm not gonna, toot my own horn too much, but we've been married for almost 5 years, and we're still kind of in our honeymoon phase. We haven't started hating each other yet. So
Yay!
we
This
do
isn't
very
even my final form.
we do very well for our marriage. And as far as what would break it, nothing really comes to mind.
I'm trying to think.
If she brought home a new pet, that would probably end it.
Patches.
Yeah, Patches would
I
probably
almost
end
ruined
it.
our marriage with Patches.
Yeah. But other than that, I think I'd rather her cheat on me once than bring home another pet.
Wow, it sounds like carte blanche.
Whoa!
No, seriously. So I was out with Rosby, and we were looking at fish and whatnot, and we went to this one pet store, and they had this adorable little bunny, and she was so cute, and I was like, oh my god, I want this bunny. But I would never make life-altering decisions without my husband's consent and discussion first. So I wanted to make sure that he knew that. So I texted him, hey babe, what would you do if I bought a rabbit? He didn't respond. So I upped
Wait,
the ante. Oh yes, you're
pause.
at work.
Pause, yes. I was at work.
Yeah, like you can't find time for me at work. So I upped the ante with, it says my voice connection is, am I still here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
I
here.
started.
Okay, it said it lost it, but whatever. Okay, so I upped the ante with, what if her name was Patches? Because he knows if I name something, I can't like give it up. It becomes a part of my soul if I give it a name. Which is why I flew pre and my baby in a non-pencil, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Pencil
Whoa.
Hime Sama Senpai are a part of my soul.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
And Flam and Milk, you're there too, whatever. Um, so I get an immediate response of that of, how did you respond? I think it was just like, did you do that? And I was
No,
like,
my question was, did you buy a rabbit?
oh yes, did you buy a rabbit? And I responded, she was only $40. And he comes back with, do you mean was as in she was and you left? Or she was and then you bought her? And I kept going with the farce until he replied, Crystal, if you bought a rabbit, I am not coming home. And that's when I decided to just drop the game because I wanted him to come home.
Oh, that's really distressing in every imaginable way.
Yes. So to be clear, I am not a pet person. I am an animal person, which means like I love going to zoos, I love donating to animal charities, I love seeing other people's animals. I just don't want them in my freaking house. And I don't want to have to take care of them. And I want to be able to go on a vacation when I want to go on a vacation. And I don't want you to ask me for chips, Mango.
She does not care. Like her amount of caring right now is so minimal. She's just sitting on her perch, just staring at us like, y'all talking, I'll care.
God, I'm imagining the scenario where Ansel comes home from work and he catches you in bed with so and so, but he doesn't respond. He just walks on by. He's like, "Oh hey," and then he sees a rabbit on the floor and just like loses it.
This is my lover Juan. He bought me a rabbit.
You,
Juan
you-
and the rabbit are about to die.
you are dead to me.
It's more likely he'd come home and I'd have like a whole bunch of stray cats and dogs that I picked up off the road. Just like, they needed a home.
Yes, and then the stray cats and dogs and the wife would be out in the front yard.
Womp womp.
All right. So I want to ask a follow-up question, but we're horribly back on
Yeah.
time. You know, I'm just gonna ask you anyway.
Ask.
So what makes Mango special? Like Mango's a part of your guys' identity. What makes Mango
She's
special?
not
Why?
special.
Mango is special in the sense of, you know, riding a short bus, but there's nothing special about Mango. It's I agreed to take on the role of stepdaddy when I married in. That's fine. That was we'll call her baggage. Mango is part of Crystal's baggage.
Wow.
That is the greatest description of a pet I've ever heard.
All right. Let's move on. Now we have questions from Deshloon, who asking both, if you could, would you?
I don't know.
Oh, are you okay, Crystal?
I don't know how to answer that question because there's always a thing. There's always a thing pony and a thing, and there's always stuff.
Oh,
I'm gonna go with probably not.
In this case, it's just if you could, would you? That's all.
That's all.
There's
Well,
nothing.
then maybe. I mean, if I could, then why wouldn't I?
I would say no because that would require me doing something else, and I'm kind of busy.
Next question.
But-
How would you drain someone of their blood?
I would not.
I mean, that's fair.
There's a
I'm not
best
really
method to do
inclined to.
this. Just gonna say there is a best method, but
I know
It's
how we
like-
did it to the cows.
Oh my god.
actually bleeding cows, but it's a little more difficult because humans struggle. Anyway,
So, next question is from the other guy to both. What would be the worst decision a writer can make, in your opinions?
To stop writing because of negative feedback.
Yep, I'm going to agree
Oh.
with that. Absolutely.
That's a beautiful
Basically,
point.
to let somebody else tell you that your writing isn't valuable. Now, notice I use the word valuable and not good, because you will write things that are not, by definition, good. You will write things that, by definition, are not good, but that doesn't make them valuable. Because, again, no human being ever set pen to paper and the first thing they ever wrote was amazing. We will all generate tons of garbage before we get something that is good. So I agree with Crystal.
All right. Now, a question specifically to Crystal. Is getting noticed by senpai like heroin? As in, it's never as good as the first time, so you end up making bad life decisions to try and make it happen again.
I'm on the Barcast again, aren't I?
That is a pretty sound life
Oh.
decision. I notice you.
Okay, I'm good. I got my high.
Anytime, baby, anytime.
Now to Ansel. How does it make you feel when you're at a clan barbecue and you notice this black girl in the fire pit looking all hot and bothered? But then as you undress, the guys stop and you're like, what the fuck, guys? I think she fuck. So Steve shows you a watermelon and it does look nice and wet, so you end up getting laid and have a nice watermelon, guys, by the fire. What the fuck?
Where's the question here?
How does it make you feel? How does all of that make you feel? That was the question.
Oh, I would say good, because I don't know. When we said fire pit, I mean, like, are we talking about sitting at, or are they talking about burning? Because if I'm at a clan meeting and they were polite enough to invite a black girl and she's fine, then I feel good, because it means they're growing the fuck up.
You want something to share there, Flame?
Doesn't continue.
Let's just move on. Questions from a non-pencil now.
Hey, it's me.
Do you want to ask your own questions, Pencil? Yes, no, maybe so?
Oh,
Okay.
said no.
Okay, so first question. Do you still love us?
Yeah.
Yes, without question.
Now, how do you prove your love?
I'm on the Barcast, aren't I?
I would come back for a third show if invited.
Oh! Oh, you know it, guys. Now we have questions from Lieutenant Major Dude. Suppose you two were to start your own medieval kingdom, king and queen upon a prosperous land. Would you be a dragon knight or a Pegasus knight? I'm asking this question to the both of you.
I like
I
the
mean-
assumption that they can both be knights. That's awesome.
Yeah, I like the gender equality here.
I think I'd rather be a Pegasus knight. I think I'd rather be a furry than a scaly.
I'd want
No,
to
I
be
think-
a dragon because it's just like it's powerful.
Actually, I think he's referring to you guys ride them, not become them.
No,
Oh.
no, bullshit.
No, no.
Bullshit. They
Um,
become them. They become them.
if I become Pegasus, if I'm riding dragon.
I just want a dragon either way. Just like I love the power.
And she's already cold-blooded.
Whoa.
You'll have yourself a pair of dragon memories.
In before Flam went
baby.
to power.
Baby, you know I don't approve of that part of your life. Don't remind me of it.
Wow. That feel when I actually agree with Crystal on something involving Enigma. We both hate dragon tits. Good job, Enigma.
I would like to throw in my support. Fuck dragon tits.
Yeah!
Fuck dragon tits.
Well, not in that way. I mean, in the figurative sense. Fuck dragon
Yes.
tits. Scaly ass pieces of shit.
Thank you. I'm glad we clarified that.
Oh.
And Enigma, I'm surprised that no one actually, like, as I said, destroyed you for that one part in your Ember follow-up that I was telling you about.
It was my big fuck y'all. I write whatever I want.
Still, it triggered me. It triggered a bunch of people too, I'm sure. Dragons don't lactate.
Thank you. Thank you. Next, please, before I get angrier.
All right, now questions from Cuber Snuggles. So, to Crystal, 3 minutes in Equestria. What do?
Everything. Just really fast.
So this weird biped just walked up to me and molested me.
Just everything. Yes, you only get one shot.
There's
So-
a reason why Big Mac's so quiet.
Oh.
Oh,
Damn.
no. Priest, I've read your most recent story. That's not okay.
Sorry.
That's hilariously okay.
No, that's sad.
To Crystal, to Ansel, same question.
Oh, 3 minutes is not a significant amount of time. It would be like, oh, this is all. Oh, fuck. And that'd be it.
Ansel concerned for lasting longer than 3 minutes?
Oh, I have no concern for that because I last a lot longer than 3 minutes.
Hey! All right.
Dude.
Now, to both of you, same as the above, but now you're together in Equestria for 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
That cackle, though!
I love the cackle.
So what exactly popped into her mind then?
Okay?
They must have exchanged the look.
It's like cute up
Oh god.
It's true.
What?
I'm guilty.
I have no idea what
farted.
happened.
I farted.
Yes,
Oh.
it escaped. Apologies, everyone.
literally right as I queued up. I
Uh,
was gonna say, like, well, we've only got 3 minutes, and we'll never get the chance again. So just,
Hand job.
right in the middle, Ponyville. Just like make them all watch.
Nice.
Making my way downtown.
Are they playing Are they playing Leapfrog over there? Very poorly.
I think they're very confused and slightly aroused as they watch.
To everyone else
And
on
in
the
the middle of it,
podcast.
Ansel farts.
There's that one little filly that's just looking on horror stricken. Then he lifts that camera up.
Yes.
Yes.
You're back on Earth and it turned into an episode.
Well,
Oh,
and
man.
then suddenly all the stallions are jealous because they're like, look what those hands can do, man. Ponies don't have those.
You
And then
look-
right
you-
before they can get up the courage to be like, hey, help a bro out here, like we disappear because our 3 minutes are up.
Right.
they look to- looking to their partners like, wow, what a piece of shit you are.
You just
In
ruin
3
sex
minutes,
lives.
we single-handedly, ruin every relationship in Ponyville.
I love
Magic hands aren't the same, Twilight.
Yes.
Starlight or
job,
Trixie,
us.
whatever it takes.
Proud of you.
To everyone else on the podcast, are we tired of that question? Hell no. Apparently, I'm the only one that feels.
Oh, no, I never am
They
tired.
just
I'm
hung
never
you out to
tired.
dry, Floopry.
Go for it.
Back to the guest. Do you ever disagree on Bet's pony?
Well, from our original thing, clearly not. No. I kind of liked Rainbow Dash on our first watch through, and I think you kind of like Fluttershy. Is that right?
I identify as Fluttershy
Yeah.
sexually.
Yes.
Whoa.
And Rainbow Dash just annoys the hell out of me now.
All right.
She's kind of a tool. Just saying.
Now, questions, RK Striker JK5. What is, both of you, your best work? I think we kind of covered that.
Yes, my answer is same. My best work is work that my Hime-sama loves.
Okay.
Ansel's.
Oh, sorry. I thought we said that we had already. Oh, I guess my best. I think really Trials is probably my best, and will certainly be once it gets a second pass once I'm done.
All right. What is your worst work?
Oh, published. I'd say Secrets is probably the roughest right now. It's the stories. Well, yeah, I feel like it is. It's just my opinion.
It's colored for him and slightly for me because his medication had stopped working, so he was very depressed and whatnot. So that
Yes.
kind of there's some cross multiplying math stuff going on there.
Yeah, so that it may not be how I actually view it, but yes, it was written during a fairly rough time for us.
Makes a lot more sense. I do not blame you for feeling that way about it. I quite like it. Just want to put that out there. But now I
Yeah,
understand.
thank you.
I understand.
And I don't dislike it. I just think I think it's rough in certain ways. And I didn't achieve everything that I had set out to achieve, but I got there. But yeah, that was a tough time because my medicine didn't work, and we didn't really know that. And then the fun part is when we finally figured that out and switched meds. That was a fun 10 days.
Ooh,
Withdrawal and
it's-
side effects.
Withdrawal and side effects all at the same time.
Switching medications for those sorts of things.
Yeah, not cool.
I'll be right
But I'm
back.
good now. Hey, everybody.
So, next question. What is your middling work? The most meh.
Meh.
I don't know that I have something that I feel meh about, truthfully. The things that I have done, I will say there are meh chapters or periods in all my stories where, because it was a serial, maybe I didn't move the plot as much as I needed to. And I think that's a different thing, right? I guess a lot of people forget that, right? We write serials in the sense of that we don't finish an entire story and then publish it. And there are disadvantages to that. And I think sometimes, just like when you do TV and whatnot, certain things miss with your readers, miss with yourself. So I will say there are parts of all my stories that probably have some meh, but not any whole story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna circle back to I have jaded feelings about Lucky Guy, but I actually still am very proud of what I wrote. So I don't know. Is it wrong to like everything I've done?
Oh,
No,
absolutely
not at all.
Okay, I like everything I've done. I like me.
All right. Would you see crossover work between Adam West Batman, Christopher Reeve Superman, and Linda Carter Wonder Woman?
Would I see it? You better freaking believe I'd see it. Was that the question? Are they making it? I'm there.
He's kind of a fan of Adam West Batman.
I think Adam West Batman.
Did you see the animated Adam West Batman they just recently came out with?
No, I didn't.
Oh my
and
god!
need to.
No! It is amazing because they make fun of the old Adam West Batman perfectly, right down to animated Adam West Batman done in the Batman the Animated Series style, almost going, "Wait, Robin, we have to wait to cross the street. Gee whiz, but they're getting away."
That's amazing, and I will
Crosswalk.
go.
It's the funniest thing I've ever fucking seen. It's
I
amazing.
will have to see it. Yeah, I think Adam West Batman is brilliant because they people look at it like this is so silly. How would they know? They knew they were being campy. They were being campy
Oh yeah.
on purpose, and they were all high. So
Yeah.
I mean, I love it, and I also think Christopher Walken's awesome. So yes, I would watch that in a heartbeat. I would pay money for that.
They also got Julie Newmar back. Just wanted to let you know. Then we can move on.
I'm totally gonna go see that. So is it just called Adam West animated Batman, or what's it called?
I
Hook
will
me up.
bring. I'll put a link in the stream. Don't worry. I will do that right
Thank
now.
you. Thank you so much. You have made my life literally better.
All
And
right.
I love Adam West, so yes.
And now it's time for questions with Violin.
It's
Okay.
time
Yes.
for questions with Byline.
Violin
I need my
only has
keys.
one question for you guys this week.
Prepare yourselves.
Crap. All right. Hang on. Let me deep. Okay.
Together forever.
Aw.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm disappointed in you, Vylon.
No. What a feeling. This is the sign that Vylon that because I recognize that someone hurt Vylon is able to reach out and be like, I'm not actually this broken on the inside. There's a little piece of me that's still okay. And I see it, Vylon. I see that there's a piece of you that's still okay.
Yay.
You know, I like the fact that she said you two are together forever, and Anne says, "Oh, is that it? That's all I get? Together with Crystal?"
He's already resigned himself that he can't get rid of me. He's accepted that fate.
Unless she comes home with patches.
He's so cute.
And he's not a dirty circus clown. Actually, you know what though? If she brings a clown in the house, that's it too. That's done. And the clown's not leaving the house alive.
So if you catch her in bed with the clown,
You mean she's been sullied by a clown?
Yes.
Like
She
they're
was
both under
flying
the
around.
they're both under the covers, then all you see is his clown shoe sticking out, and you hear some honking noises.
Yeah.
I'll kill it.
And
I'll
then
kill
at the-
them both
and-
right there and burn the house down.
and
in
then-
New-
and then
in
at the
North
very
Carolina,
end of
that's
it.
legal.
And at the very end of it, the flower squirts everywhere.
Oh my god.
Oh, god damn it.
Moving on.
This needs to be a flop.
A clown pony. Fuck off.
Moving on. We have a question from Blade, which I get this reference, but I'll ask the question anyway. Human or dancer?
I don't get the reference. Somebody help me out.
Oh, I fuck you. Damn
What
it.
answer is the right answer? Is
Are
it
we
dancer?
gonna-
Please tell me it's
What
dancer.
are we dancers?
Oh, we're humans.
Oh. Darn.
All right. Now a question from Enigmatic Otaku.
Oh yeah, I forgot I made a question.
Do you want to ask it, Enigma, or are you too lazy to go find the fucking thread?
I'm looking at it right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, ask the question.
Hey, Daddy. What did Mango get you for Mother's Day other than poops?
I was gonna say she didn't shit on the floor that day.
So it's lack of poops.
Poops, yes.
Oh my god.
But yesterday she did shit in the bathtub, and I had to just no, try not to strangle her.
That's true. She did. I had to clean it up.
So now we
For the
have
ownership. It's fun.
a comment from Violent Rose in the Rain, or Violet Rose in the Rain, who says, "Hi, it's great to see you guys again. I just wanted to say that."
It's nice to see you again. If you were there before, by your tone, it sounds like you were. No, but seriously, thanks for coming back.
I love and I love you, random citizen.
Yes.
All right, now we have questions from Uitol. Is a Trails chapter coming this week?
Is a Trails chapter coming this week? Don't know. I started working on it this afternoon. Crystal's going to be out of town tomorrow, which means I'll be alone, which is not always conducive to writing, but sometimes is.
He's gonna
So
play
I might-
Stellaris. I mean,
will-
that's just what's gonna happen.
Statistically speaking, there is a chance that I don't move for 8 hours and play Stellaris. That is a consistently speaking thing because I've been exhausted lately, and it's just enough mind to not. I would say probably. There's a good chance of it.
Okay. Why does this Silent Night story need to end?
Because he dies in the end.
Dun dun dun!
Or does he?
Spoilers.
The plot thickens.
No, I'll tell you, I will explain why it needs to end. So I am the kind of person that will watch a show go from good to kind of to horrible because I love characters. Like that's what does it for me. So, if the characters stay good, I will just keep watching. But eventually sometimes things just sort of run out of stuff that makes sense. So, a couple examples like Scrubs. Scrubs is great. Scrubs ended and they're like, let's not end Scrubs. And what came back was an abomination. West Wing. West Wing was great. And then it wasn't. That sort of thing. So at some point, Silent has been through enough. And I don't want him to turn into Peter Parker. The reason why I can't enjoy Spider-Man is because for the last 70 years, he's never had a good day, right? I mean, it's always like, oh, things are looking up for Peter. Oh, you've got anal cancer. I beat anal cancer. Oh, Aunt May's dead. Oh, crap. Oh, Aunt May's back. Oh, she died again. So eventually it has to end. I'm afraid it's just how it is. But that doesn't mean Quill and Blade will end. It doesn't mean that there won't be other Silent Night stories. But this will probably be the last Silent Night serial. I may do other serials. We'll see. Our life has changed a lot lately, and it hasn't changed our excitement and joy to write. It's just changed our ability to do so.
You could just solve that by having Silent have adventures in space.
There we go. Problem solved. Why didn't we think of that?
Because I'm not a great author.
Could call it Space Knight, and it could be awesome, and it could be like one of the animus.
But what about the mangoes?
So if I were to write an animu, it would basically be a harem with Azurite as the central character. But instead of it being like most animu harems where the boy's like, oh my gosh, all these ridiculously hot and available women are all throwing themselves at me. No. Azurite would just be like, I'm at a buffet.
I love it.
Yeah.
It would be like Mr. Clockerson and Shrimpy Shrimpson. Or I don't know what you would call
Diver
him.
Pony.
It's Mr. Peepers and Diver Pony and Mr. and Mrs. Clockerson. They're
What
different
about-
couples.
What about Captain Pancake?
Yeah, I was gonna mention Kevin Pancake.
Oh, well, that was a spin-off, and I think we would keep that canon. So, we'd have to. It'd have to be canon. So there would be a lot going on in Azurite's life. Let's just say that. So I think as the harem was going on with all ponies, like a lot of her attention would be spent on her toys and such and their lives.
All right. We'll move to the next question.
Too
No,
much?
no, you're fine. You're so
Ready.
fine. We're just fine. Can Silent Knight become an immortal alicorn, have unlimited adventures?
He cannot, because if you have a penis, you can't be an alicorn.
Yay!
Okay.
Not to push, but just to ask, when is the Saddle Arabia story coming?
I've literally been working on it this week. We're being very meticulous with it because we're trying to write it not as a serial, so it'll be 4 arcs. The first arc has to be completed first before we post any chapters of it. And I'm obsessive compulsive and I've been obsessing over it.
And truthfully, we're due to our work schedule and some other real life stuff going on, we're way behind. I wish we weren't, but like, where are we at basically?
It's a little over halfway.
Of just the first section. So is it 8 chapters per section? Yeah. So my job is really impacting our ability to do things. And then Crystal took a new job too. We're really excited about it, and I think folks are actually really going to like it. And truthfully, and I'm not, literally speaking, not necessarily plot and all that stuff, but literally speaking, it's going to be our most polished work to date. And I think we're just trying to do something different. And
we're trying to take the time with it to not have it be a serial, but to have it actually be exactly how we want it the first time.
Yeah. So to answer the question, we're not ready soon.
All right. Next question. Why are your stories so good, Crystal? And why do I read romance now?
I don't know.
Oh, don't be
I don't
sad.
know. It just happens, and I'm sorry. Unless you like reading the romance, in which case you're welcome.
It's because you're falling in love with her characters.
All right. Quill and Blade has a distributor. Is the stress of shipping from the USA to the EU gone?
I'm not sure. Is this a hypothetical distributor, or is this referring to the Lulu.com links, which you have no way of knowing the answer to that? Hypothetically, if we had a distributor, that'd be awesome. Also, probably not feasible because we're doing this completely at cost. So, no. If it's referring to the Lulu.com links, then yeah, the stress is off us because we don't handle any of the shipping. We just sell directly through Lulu at cost with no revenue or profits or anything.
Yeah.
And they just handle everything and we just give them the files.
It's not too much more stressful to ship to outside the US than inside the US, but it just adds so much cost. It's so unfortunate. But I mean, I guess maybe the question here is, in theory, if we bulk shipped all the books to a distributor, would that reduce costs for everybody else? And I don't know that it would. I have looked into that before, not for the books, but for another project we did. If someone had something that could make it work, it might be okay. But then, of course, the other problem is now you have VAT on that delivery and not the other. I don't know. Basically, I understand why Europe is the way it is, and it makes sense. But you guys need to talk to your governments about some of this stuff because, you can't tax everything.
But watch them.
Then they're just like, hold my beer.
Exactly.
We
Last
start
question.
taxing the taxes.
Last question from Uwe Toll. Westwood or Bullfrog?
What?
I don't know what this reference is.
What are the choices?
Westwood or Bullfrog?
Westwood, because I like alliteration.
Yep, Westwood, because wood.
So
This just in, Ansel likes wood.
wow.
Oh yeah.
Not unknown to me.
Now we have questions from our good friend Erie. Irius?
Yay. I call
don't
him
know.
Erie.
I call him Miri too, and he's gonna like it.
Arieris. All right. So, Erie says, so this is the part where I get to ask questions I normally wouldn't be able to, right? The answer is yes. Now pick your boots up. Have a drink because I have no idea where this is going. Also, put your boots back down. For Crystal and Ansel, how many regrets do you have for joining this Barcast? And yes, the question implies you have regrets because really, who wouldn't regret this terrible decision?
I think
And
it was
that's
a pretty
also a
good
question.
decision. No, I think it was a pretty good decision. We always have a good time here. It lets us be a little more free. We get to play a different character, a little bit more Stephen Colbert instead of Mr. Rogers. So, you know, I don't have any regrets. And so far, I don't think I've said anything too inflammatory that I'll regret later or that people will call me out on. And more importantly, I was much bigger of an ass the last time. So far, so good.
Yeah, you're being really nice right now. I mean, you did talk about your sex life, but that's about it.
Yeah, you guys are being really nice. Stop it.
Okay.
No, I'm just-
You shut
Oh.
up.
okay.
Oh.
Okay, you may talk now.
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
Imagine that Silent Night and Crystal Wishes are in your home, plundering your fridge like the maniacal demon spawn rodents. What will they find, eat, not eat, and how much of a mess will they make? And what piece of furniture will be your weapon to combat this menace?
Well, so first of all, I highly object to the tone, like highly, because Crystal Wishes is a lady, and Silent Night is at least respectful enough to not be a rodent. Nor would we use furniture as a weapon. I mean, we're Southern. I'd just shoot them if I was going to do it. But
We just used the spritz bottle that we use on manga. It's like
Exactly.
that pony.
yeah, exactly. So I am of the belief that ponies are not much larger than house cats. So really, it's not so much how we would defeat them as how would we hold them hostage. Now, as to what they would eat, our fridge is kind of bare right now because again, with the work, we've kind of gotten lazy on our whole cooking. There's a lot of frozen vegetables, and we know Crystal knows how to do with that. But what else would they find? We've eaten all the yogurt.
You know, I think the real question is if Enzo would leave Crystal upon that point. You know, when he comes home, it's like, oh, so you got 2 horses now.
But there
No.
are horses.
If it was them, I'd make an exception because I would assume that they're at least smart enough that we could leave them alone and I don't have to, and then they could take care of Mango.
Perfect.
And then yes. So I would just kind of look at them as little slaves.
I'm okay with this.
I mean, they'd be taken care of.
Yes, I mean, non-neglected, very well taken care of slaves. But if they found their way into this house, they're not leaving.
Like rich people house servants.
Yes, like rich people house slaves.
Servants, it sounds nicer.
Servants get paid.
Oh, is that how that works? Oh,
It
Yeah,
I
is,
don't know.
yes.
It is.
Well,
This
we
sounds
get
like a
paid in
ho-
cuddles.
This sounds like a horror psychology story. I can't pronounce it. Psychological.
Psychology.
We wouldn't abuse them.
They'd get to run around on the clip. Oh my god, it'd be so cute.
You can run around the living room as much as you want, but you can never go outside because there's poison gas out there, and it'll kill you.
No, I would let them go. I would just be like, but other humans are bad. That's what we'd fill their head full of lies.
Show them war videos.
There you go.
This is what
Silent Night
people
would
are
have
like.
some PTSD and he'd just hide under the couch.
This
That
is
was
great.
probably bad. I'm sorry.
This is great.
Now for Erie's next question, or Irie, whatever. He says, now put a hat on.
I don't have
No.
a hat. I can wear a partially finished globe puzzle.
There you go.
Okay.
Do you want Milk and Priest to make out on live stream?
Oh, is that an option?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was an option.
It's totally an option.
Is
No.
it really an option?
No.
So yes?
Milk,
Yes.
back me up here.
Yes.
No, Milk strikes me as the kind of guy that would probably go for this. Not necessarily for the sexual thrill, just because it would make you uncomfortable. Milk, am I reading this
Oh,
right?
fuck yes. I mean, come on, Priest. Come on.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, so I'll give an example of this. I'm a relatively straight guy. You know, like, what was the ratio you assigned?
I don't know. It changes on a day-to-day basis. Let's give you a 70-30.
All right, I'm a relatively straight guy. I prefer the V to the D. That's fine. But I'm not afraid to get up on a man. So I was at a wedding.
This is the best.
I was at a wedding not long ago, and my buddy from back home, who I guess I haven't seen in a while and forgot how. Well, anyway. So anyway, we're dancing a little bit, and I get a little booty, little I don't know what they call it because I don't know, but basically I get up on him, and it made him really uncomfortable, so he basically backed up into a table.
Good job.
Beautiful.
Yep. Funny story. Not related. I don't know. We're behind. We'll move on. Maybe I'll get a chance to talk about my interracial kiss later.
How much of Flutter Priest's extreme fanboyism of Cadence is proof of his shit taste?
Is that an eerie question?
Yes.
I'm punishing that little bastard when I see him next.
Why?
Inappropriate.
No, that's totally appropriate. Making fun of Priest's love of Cadence is always appropriate here.
No, you used the swear word.
Oh, okay.
We raised you better than that. Somebody get my belt. What was the question? I'm sorry. All I heard was the shit.
How much of Flutter Priest's extreme fanboyism of Cadence is proof of his shit taste?
Oh. I mean, Cadence is cute.
Yay. Next question. Did you expect not safe for work questions?
On this podcast?
Expect.
What do you expect?
Demanded.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Now to Milk and or Priest, I don't really care. Will you make out on live stream? And if you say no, we'll know what that means, won't we? What the fuck?
So, Milk, you gonna make out with Priest on live stream?
You know I am. You would condone it, and it would totally be awesome.
I know!
Pucker up,
I'd
Priest.
see it.
Oh, we'll do it for a charity stream!
There you see? Right. So, like,
Charity!
see now,
Oh,
and now,
good God.
Priest, if you don't do it, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Done.
It's
See, that's the same kind
it's
of
for
thing.
charity, Priest. Think of the horses. Actually, don't think of the horses when we do that.
Almost
That'd be
set
weird.
I'm down for this. You know, I don't mind. I'll help participate. Whatever we got to do. You know, anything for charity, we're involved for.
I'm so ready for this. We'll do this. We'll
Shit,
do this.
man. This isn't cool.
Oh,
All
come
right.
on.
Next,
You're telling me you are so insecure that if I said to you, Flutter Priest, I will donate $100 to the charity of your choice if you will just kiss Milk for 3 seconds. You don't even have to slip of tongue, just lip to lip while you embrace passionately for 3 seconds. I'll donate $100 to a charity of your choice, because that, my friend, is exactly what I'm saying. You kiss Milk live on a stream for 3 seconds in an embrace. I will donate $100 to a charity of your choice, including charities that I don't like or disagree with.
See, this is what we call the art of the game, because I'd totally do it, but I just made you commit to $100. Yes!
He'll throw in an extra.
Ah!
He'll throw in an extra 15 if you give him a little tickle.
Oh, okay. No, fuck that.
Let's move on quickly before this gets a little more real, because I know BronyCon is coming up and we have to plan.
No. Between Ansel, Crystal, and Pencil, who would you share your ice cream with if you could only share it with one? You will hurt someone's feelings on this and it'll haunt you for the rest of your life. I choose Pencil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Chris.
That's sadness.
It's
Oh
fine.
my god.
It's okay.
Crystal, we're good friends, but I love Pencil.
I understand.
Okay. I'm
mean-
sorry.
See, the difference is that I would buy Ansel and Crystal their own ice creams.
Oh.
Okay.
Get the shit!
Mother! Milk, you have a question, answer it!
Man, you were screwed on that deal completely. I don't know. Yeah, you were pretty much screwed in that one, Priest. I'm gonna share ice cream with Ansel just because I want to get to know him better. I talked
Yeah,
to
I
I
plan
shit
to-
post it Crystal all the time, so
I plan to spend a lot of time with Milk at BronyCon. I just feel like we're very kindred spirits.
yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. How does it feel being denied someone of your ice cream? God, I feel terrible.
Yeah, it's
I-
it's
I-
ice cream.
I respect the choice. I really do, because truthfully, I would give Crystal my ice cream before anyone else. Of course, I'm also lactose intolerant, so you know.
No. Well, then we'll just buy you frozen yogurt.
That's still lactose, sweetie.
You can eat.
I
your
don't.
chocolate
I don't know what is safe and not safe
Sorbet.
to eat.
A
Sorbet.
waffle
Sorbet.
of
Sorbet.
sprinkles.
What the fuck is
Yes, it's gotta be
sorbet?
sorbet. But really, if you want to butter me up and get something out of me, good
Gross.
shaved ice.
Shaved
wait.
ice. Can I just bring a bottle of booze and we share that instead?
Wait, Ansel. I make a triple sec infused sorbet.
Deal. I
BronyCon's
will.
gonna be fun.
Oh, yeah.
I will do. Yeah. So we don't drink often, but when we do bad.
The BronyCon! Oh, this is gonna be great! Quill and Blade Barcast party, let's do it.
Next question.
You're really pushing me to try and find time to go to this shit.
Yep, we are. Next question, though. We got to do this. Come on, guys.
Finally, back to Crystal and Ansel. Who's your favorite anything?
Ansel's my favorite everything.
Crystal's
Oh.
my favorite woman in the world.
Wow, I give you everything and I'm just a woman to you. That's it? Okay.
Wow.
Crystal can be your man.
I'm sorry, you're not my favorite Sith Lord. You're
Have
not
you
my
heard
favorite
the tragedy
Star
of Darth
Destroyer.
Plagueis' life?
What?
The wife? The wife? You say Darth Plagueis the wife?
Darth
Plagueis, the
Plagueis, the wife.
Oh, I think Darth Plagueis is kind of a tool.
I'm just gonna go away now.
Adorable.
Have you heard the tragic tale of Darth Plagueis, the wife?
Well, there's your sequel.
Darth Plagueis the wife. Okay, next question. Come on.
From
we can do
Ivory.
this.
Can you tell me what the fuck I'm actually doing?
No.
Stop using that language.
Oh, the next one is even worse if you don't like him using language.
Do you still love me? And I mean sexually.
Oh, bro, you know the bro code. We don't go there.
Yeah, that's right. You're like our child. No, listen. If I'm gonna get up all sexy on somebody, it's gonna be F. Sorry, dude.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch or participate, whatever they'll allow me to do.
Eiffel Tower, babe.
How about
And that's
Lucky,
our second
you,
friend,
Lucky
okay?
Pierre?
Have y'all seen F? Because if you haven't seen F, I don't care if you're straight. I don't care if you're a gay woman. If you see F, you'd be like, I'd hit that shit.
Moving on. God, this was stupid. What have I even done? Well, there it is. Have a good fucking day, you magnificent beasts.
Erie, go to your room.
That's right. Go to your room, take your belt off, and beat your ass with it.
Wow, that sounds kinky.
Now we
Well,
have
apparently
questions.
he might like that. Okay, next one.
Oh, okay.
Now we have
Okay.
questions from Snowy Bee, otherwise known as Snoo.
Snoop.
Will Silent Night / Crystal Wishes Dakimakuras be a Patreon reward in the future?
Is that the cuddle pillow?
Yes.
Yes.
The pillows.
The cuddle pillows.
No? Maybe? Is that a thing that people really, really want?
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody wants them, always.
Oh.
These
So-
guys got me an Ember Docky.
Well, I will tell you, I had an idea for Christmas last year that the 5 of us here would all try to find the most offensive one each and buy it for someone else, like as a perverted Secret Santa. But that was mostly as
Love that idea.
yeah, I was pretty happy with it. We didn't do it because I think no one else really wanted to order like I have no problem getting on Amazon and ordering a super nude, anime girl thing with a pillowcase. I don't know. It's not on our list of things to make.
All right. With
Also,
Crystal
Mango
Fighter
is upset, so if she starts getting loud, we're sorry.
It is okay. We like you anyway.
is okay. Could Crystal fight her way out of a cereal box, provided it was like her least favorite genre of video game?
Yes, she can now. Crystal
Okay,
is.
now I'm working out.
Yeah, Crystal is, I would say, 300% stronger than she used to be, say, even a year ago.
I'm getting swole.
Nice.
So her power level is 3 now.
It is 3.
It is, yes.
Take that. Take that protein. That got way more than I wanted.
wow.
I was thinking protein powder. No,
Yes. Let the lewd flow through you.
Oh, I'm so glad we moved to Saturday for you, Flame Flame.
Good.
Next question. When you all watch ponies, do you ever feel uncomfortable when their asses are directly in the camera?
No, because I don't see them as sexual beings.
Yeah, I don't either. That's
They're
my
adorables.
Not
Yes.
at all. It makes my penis harder.
I am so not glad we moved to Saturday to be with you.
No, I don't. It doesn't bother me because I don't think, hey, if that tail just swished left, there'd be a horse vagina.
What if they didn't wipe properly and they switched their tail and the smell gets to you?
Stop. Done. Next question.
Baby,
Absolutely designated.
disappointed.
What would you rate Snoo on a scale of 1 to 10? Pretend it's a Yelp review.
I would give Snoo a 10, and my review would be akin to the review I left our favorite donut shop about how amazing it is and it changed my life.
I would give him a 10 because I pretty much do what Crystal does.
Aw.
Yeah.
Solidarity.
All right. Since Snoo is still an outsider, can you tell me how you write such a long story without it being an adventure fantasy thing, Crystal? I have trouble with slice of life one-shots, so Snoo is definitely curious.
I
Oh my god, an actual literary question.
know I wasn't prepared for this. Like, what?
It's actually it's an excellent question.
I wish I had an excellent answer.
You want me to get you started?
Go for it.
It's all about the characters.
Oh yeah. But I don't really have like this. Maybe I could do a blog post later. Can I do a blog post later? Can I give an IOU?
Do it.
Okay, IOU Snoo.
Tag me in it. It'll be awesome.
Who would win in a Pokemon battle if they were Pokemon, Ansel or Priest? I don't know.
Probably Ansel because I think that Priest would be like too afraid.
Charm didn't work.
It depends. So it depends.
Flash.
If it's a low risk confrontation, I am not very competitive. Like I just play games to play. I don't care if I win or lose. It's just for the fun of it. So it might just be like a slap and tickle
Yeah,
fight.
true or false?
Which would be
Would it
fine.
just like end in hugging? Really? Would
Yeah.
Ansel used
probably
water
actually-
gun. It got
Actually-
super gross.
Let's be real. Let's be real here. If you two are Pokemon, you're face to face with each other. You'd be using nothing but the move Harden over and over. The both of you.
So that's probably true. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. But I also have a super hyperactive sense of self-preservation. So if it was like a serious thing, I don't know. I don't know Flupri, and I certainly would never want to hurt him. But like I really don't want to go down. So.
I'll slap your shit, man.
But otherwise,
He will not.
What?
He will not slap anything. Priest is afraid of hurting people he cares about, so he would just be like, "It's okay. I'll let you win."
oh, I see.
I think for the purpose of drinking, if these two little Anzomon and Fluprimon were like just like hardening at each other, I would just have to use euthanasia on both of them.
Yay!
Now
Fucking-
drink. You dead Pokemon.
I needed that drink.
They would use harden to each other and then string shot, right?
Oh my god. Go to your room.
To all, if you were trapped in a mine and only had one pen, what crack ship would you write to get a place in all the history books?
What crap
You had
shit.
it right first. Let's do that.
What crap shit.
Everything I write is crap shit.
Fuck off.
Velvet and Crystal.
Not that cracky though. Like most people are really into that. I'd say Liler and Marinara.
Oh my god! No, that's the
Amazing.
messiest, grossest thing I've ever heard. That would be the
She-
slimiest ship. Oh,
And
This
I would
has to
get
happen.
feature box for it.
She'd want to like dunk her tendies in that marinara.
oh god.
That would be the official sign that like Crystal Wishes just gave up. You lose all your followers.
The visual of given how marinara works as a horse, the visual of Lila dunking chicken nuggets in marinara is not a pretty one.
All the more reason for it to exist.
I haven't even written a marinara fic ever, so whatever, man.
Well, you have your green light now.
Oh, I guess that's what I have to do.
It'll be just like the centaur, baby, and the grilled cheese.
Well, the grilled cheese I'm actually kind of proud of because
As you should be.
Why not have grilled cheese with some tomato soup?
Stop! No, next question, guys.
With some chick tendies.
Stop!
Will Priest be okay if I beat him up for making out with Milk, using only pencil-approved methods of assault, I mean? What? I'm not going to make out with Milk!
Yes, you are. And my methods of assault would have to be all entirely like petting him and telling him he's a good boy, so you're welcome to. Just saying.
We're going to go to questions from Dust Chew. To the duo. Number 1, I am Dust Chew. I am dust upon your shelves. I am what makes you sneeze after a hard day of sweaty stretching in front of your television after binge watching Rick and Morty and nothing but your underwear and a fedora. What are you going to do about it?
Huh?
Dust. We're gonna put in it dust because dust is bad on the shelves.
Yes.
There we go. We would dust you away.
Number 2, what's your guys' favorite candy?
For me, it would definitely be gummy colas, the sour, not the sour kind, but the kind that have like the sour on the outside.
God, those are so good.
They are, aren't they?
Oh,
How do I choose? I can't choose. I choose the candy store.
I can't choose from all these lovely creatures. I'll buy the pet store.
Yes.
Gummy
Yes.
watermelon.
So you say that like it's not true, but we recently had a lost pet situation in our family. And so as part of that, Crystal was looking at the animal shelter to see if she could find. And of
She
course, when
was
she's there,
so
she's like,
precious. There was a
Yeah.
beautiful Siamese, and she was so pretty, and she took my heart, and I kind of like was like, "Hey, honey, I really like this cat." And he was like stalwart, emotionless face, not responding because he knew if he responded, then he would have to commit to saying no, and he didn't want to say no. So he just said nothing, and I understood that that was a no. But she was so pretty.
All right. If you had the ability to do a Dragon Ball Z fusion and become one single entity with a power level of over 9,000, would you do it? And when, why would you do it?
We do, yes, we would, and we do the little finger tap dance. I don't know what it's called. It's been a long time since I saw Dragon Ball Z, but the little, are they do
Fusion, the fusion dance.
Oh, is that? Do they all do the same dance?
No.
No, you have
Oh.
to be this. You have to be the same height to do it.
Oh, crap!
Otherwise, you get big and fat.
No. Well, then we're not going to do it because I don't want to get big and fat. Can we do Steven Universe fusion dances?
Yes.
Yes, I want to do that. Do like the Garnet sexy dance. When Garnet's dancing with a Amethyst, they do a little sexy mama.
Would you become Crizel?
Please,
Oh,
no spoilers.
Anstall. I think Anstall. would be
Anstall. Yes, Anstall. We'd have like 5
And-
arms. It'd be great.
yes. And I would learn what it was like to be a woman.
Really? You want to learn what it's like to be a woman, huh?
Stop, priest. No. Next.
Just suck it in.
All right. Do you play any magical instruments?
Magical? Did you say magical instruments?
That's what the question says.
It does say that.
I don't play any magical or musical instruments.
Neither do I.
What's the weirdest thing you can do together?
Handy.
Handy.
I misheard you. I thought you said handy.
Yeah, handy.
You did, and we're not explaining.
Handy and Nick Anderson.
Moving on.
Do you regret coming onto this? I think we covered that.
We did.
Number 7, One Punch.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely yes.
We made Mango do One Punch.
One Punch! She's One Punch Mango.
We go around the neighborhood every time there's a bird that goes flying overhead. We go punch, punch.
And I actually move her little foot because it's balled up around my finger, and I make her punch.
Nice. If you two could do anything together, one single thing that would be the defining moment of your lives, what would it be?
We already did. We got married.
Oh, that's actually like super sweet. I have feelings about that.
That made
Good
me really
answer,
happy.
babe.
Now we have questions to Milk. Milk, wake up!
They like you. Deal with it.
Those people are
Do you
wrong.
have a tiny village of people living in your beard that worship the god whose face they live upon?
Yes, I call them the Beardedites.
Number 2, can you pick up Enigma and throw him like a spear?
I can.
Uh,
I mean that in the most legitimate of ways. He's actually small enough for me to pick up and toss.
I've seen it. We have pictures.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Number 3, you open up your fridge and find nothing but cartons of your namesake inside with Enigma's face on the carton saying he's lost and please return to a good home. The freezer is also filled up with milk. Your closet also fill up with jugs of milk. Your faucets are all running milk when you turn them on. There's nothing but milk everywhere you go, and now you must eat, sleep, shit, and shower with milk for the rest of your life. How does this please you? How does this faze you? Also, do you go trying to find Enigma?
It doesn't faze me because that's my normal life now. I mean, that's not normal.
Oh man.
Huh. I guess I learned that
are
one.
we are we gonna address why I'm missing?
No, we
I
know why
don't.
you're missing.
The only reason you're missing is because I have you in the backyard and nobody knows about it. But that's okay. You won't get away. I'll always know where you're at.
Is that where all the milk is coming from?
Oh, Lord mercy.
It's okay, Enigma. Nobody will have to worry about you be missing because I'll always know where you're at.
All right. Now questions for a non-pencil.
Oh God, really? Fuck.
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
Are
There they
you
are.
are you actually an anonymous pencil?
No, I'm a pencil anonymous. Deal with that.
Number 2, is the priest the sharpener to your pencil lead?
Yeah, he sharpens my pencil.
Mm-hmm. Number 3, one morning you suddenly begin throwing up, but here's the thing: it's cheese. You vomit cheese now. Are you okay with living a life of throwing up cheese?
Yes, and the problem is then I would get really into a metaphilia, just so you know, because the idea that I could just produce cheese every morning is kind of amazing to me. I would sell that shit. I would eat that shit. I would just get into it. It would be great.
All right. Now to Enigma.
Oh boy.
Are you okay with milk throwing you like a spear?
Please don't. I'm very brittle and fragile.
Number
You asked,
2,
man. This is also true.
you wake up and find little Pip and Blackjack in your bed, snuggled up next to you like a life-size giant plushie. She then wakes up and offers you early morning snugs. What do?
Snug back. Go back to sleep with the snug.
Yay. 2, Flutter Priest. Are you certified and able to cleanse the unholy demons within a non-pencil's closet? It's actually my job. That is what I get paid in cheeses to do. Number 2, is your new doggo to you what dog meat was to Lone Wanderer? Yes. I probably will someday make a blog that's just pictures of him, and it'll be wonderful.
He's wonderful.
Number 3, do you lift, brah? Yes. Number 4, this is number 4. Is it a good number, Priest? It's fine. I prefer 7. 7's a lucky number. To the Barcast and the duo and everyone. In a foot race, who of us 7 would win?
Oh. I'm gonna make a guess. I'm actually gonna make a guess here. I have never seen Ansel or Crystal, so I cannot say how athletic build-wise they are. But from what I've seen of us as a group, I think Flam probably has the best shot.
Agreed.
Best shot of what? What was that?
Winning in a foot race, Flam. Pay attention. Oh my
Oh,
God, I gave you a
no.
compliment, you asshole. How are you not paying attention?
No, I heard all that, but I didn't get the foot race part. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm not
okay,
a runner.
cool.
That is not a thing I do. I exercise a lot. Running is not one of the things I do.
Yeah,
See,
I don't like running either.
Like, I do cardio and stuff, but I'm not a sprinter. Like, I could do distance. I've done a half marathon before, but
I could probably give y'all a run for your money.
Eh.
If it were in the situation of some kind of adrenaline rush, because when we found out that the family emergency lost pet was happening, when we got told the cat was missing, I tore ass down the street. So give me an adrenaline rush, and I could maybe make second in a foot race. Otherwise, no, I'm gonna pass out on the side of the street.
Anemia, I'm with you there. We'll both be passed out together. That sounds weird. Never mind. Sorry.
I'm okay with
Oh,
this.
I got excited. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now, questions from Snuffy. To Crystal. It's Roleplay Tuesday, and Ansel goes, let's do Night, Light, and Twilight. What's your reply?
No, I am against these things. It's against my religion.
Your religion is anti role playing ponies.
No. I'm okay with role-playing ponies. If it's, what is it? Nightlight and, oh wait, are we saying Twilight Velvet or Twilight Sparkle?
Twilight and Nightlight.
She doesn't
Sparkle.
want to do the incest, is what she's saying. If it's daddy daughter, she's not into it.
Then, moving on to Ansel, then, it's Roleplay Wednesday, and Crystal goes, let's do Fancy Pants and Rarity. What's your play?
Sure, as long as I get to be Rarity.
Yeah, that was
I
great.
wasn't ready.
I'm imagining Crystal with a blue mustache.
Oh,
Well,
darling!
it's obviously because Rarity gets the strap on.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
It.
Now questions from Random284. We already covered what are the thoughts on season 7 so far. How uncomfortable are you guys about being on the podcast by now?
I'm making sex jokes, so I think I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
Yay. If you were trapped in a room with an enigmatic otaku for 24 hours, what would happen?
I would work with my baby on his self-esteem issues and let him know that he is actually cared about, even though people are mean about him. And by the time the 24 hours were up, he would have such a happy ego.
And
I
then
don't-
we would destroy all of it.
I don't know. If that door opens and we both come out, you're gonna see me crying my eyes out while clinging to her.
I'll be honest, I give Enigma probably more shit than anyone on the face of this planet. But if ever I saw Enigma start to cry, I would lose my shit. I would just be like, no, I'm sorry, I was wrong. And I would hug him and I would just start crying too. It would go horribly wrong. If Enigma ever actually started to cry, I would turn into Mother Hen on this shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I actually legitimately care about Enigma.
We need to stop
We
this.
don't even have to have the 24-hour locked room. We'll just do it right now.
I don't understand what this reverse hate is. I don't know.
That's called the charity stream. So,
Okay, that was fucking funny. Okay.
who out of everyone on the podcast would have the weirdest things in their closet?
I'm guessing it's not Crystal and I.
Well, I mean, if you think Floopri is weird, then Pencil has Floopri in her closet.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, I'm right next to my closet, so I could probably tell you guys what's in here.
Yeah, I'm right next to mine too.
I hide all my fandom stuff in the closet, so
So yours is probably pretty weird.
Yeah, mine's, let's see, what do I got? I got a set of weights I never use because they suck. A bottle of, what is this? Sailor Jerry spiced rum for some
you
reason.
also got a bunch of sticks in there.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was all my clothes and dress shirts and suits and shit.
I might have gone through your closet when you went in the other room, but
Why are you so fucking weird, Enigma?
Yeah, Jesus, I'm starting to think, yeah, what the fuck? You were the weirdest thing in my fucking closet when you looked through it. Good lord. Yeah, and just a shit ton of books. Yeah, that's it. So
Mine
definitely
is-
not weird.
Mine is all wine, weapons, and baby stuff, so get that.
Baby stuff.
Yeah, isn't that a head scratcher?
Yeah, it is.
And none of it is for fetish purposes, on my honor.
Moving on.
It's for the baby's fetish purposes.
No, stop!
Have you seen the baby?
Next, please. I don't want to hurt everyone today, please.
Top or bottom?
I'm short, so bottom.
Gay.
Wait, you're short, and so that's why you're bottom?
Well, I can't reach to the top shelf.
I want to explain
Ah.
you, but I'm not going to, so that's fine.
so does Ansel
I-
always? So does Ansel get the? So does Ansel get the cereal for you every morning off the top of the fridge?
I tiptoe. I can actually reach the cereal if I tiptoe and just kind of bat at it with the fingers and pull it to the edge.
Do that too, and that's a real thing short people do, is that we learn to stand on tiptoes and just bat at things like cats, or I get tongs. I get tongs and I reach up and I try to get them off the top of the fridge with tongs.
That's the great. If you're taller than your partner, that's the great way to win an argument. You just put everything on the topmost fucking shelf.
No, because then I get a chair and I climb that shit and I sit up there with it.
Okay, tier 2, you tighten all the fucking jars. Impossibly tight. Tighter than the jar of pickles tight.
Realize there's just gonna be broken glass everywhere if you do that.
Worth it.
Why? Because then you'll have to fucking clean it up.
But then if they break shit to get it in, they concede that I won. It is the power of the dark side.
God damn it, Flam.
If something is broken and falls to the floor, then it's up to the short person to bend down and get it.
It is not. It is me to sit on top of the fridge and yell orders from on top of Mount Olympus. That's what my job is, okay?
You sound like you've done that many times.
I may have done that.
True. Yeah.
May have actually sat on top of a fridge and yelled orders before and pretended I was on Mount Olympus. I
Then-
may have done this in college, actually, and my English teacher may have let me get away with it because he thought I was creative.
Then did you come off of Mount Olympus and impregnate someone?
No, I'm not Zeus.
Okay, Zeus.
I keep forgetting you told me about frat boy Zeus.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is, and that sounds hilarious.
I'll let you know. Don't worry. Sorry, we took attention away from Crystal and Ansel again, and now I feel bad
no, it's
because
okay.
they're
No,
they're
it's
important.
fine.
I like Pac Zeus.
That's right.
Oh,
This is
Final-
a community show.
Final question from the thread. What was your opinion of the podcast before you were on it the first time, and before you were on it the second time, and now after this second time?
Go ahead.
The first time I was very nervous and scared that I wouldn't belong because I'm not typically a sex person, and Randy and Lude and whatnot. Okay, that sounded worse than I meant, but
I'm
he's
not a
laughing over
sex
there.
person.
I mean,
I'm
I
not
don't.
a sex person.
Shut up.
Hey! See it here
I'm
first,
not
folks.
a talky sex. Let's talk about the sex. I don't typically do that. But now here I am making bottom jokes and stuff and accepting saying okay of strap on. So I think it's less what my experience and opinion of the Barcast is, but how it has changed me.
I mean, we do lower the bar, and I feel like we've lowered yours quite a bit.
I think my bar has lowered, but I'm okay with that. I think it was too high before. I couldn't reach it.
I'm just glad I don't have to pretend that I know stuff about humans in Equestria.
That's fine. You know, we are not the Good HIE podcast. Isn't that right, everybody?
It's true.
We
We're
have-
not.
We have seceded.
Oh,
And
well,
succeeded.
Succeeded with three
Su-
C's.
Succeeded.
Succeeded. God fucking.
Extra.
And I will, because we have just a touch more time, I'm going to put it to the chat. In the chat, we have lots of people. Are there any final questions you wish to ask Crystal and Ansel while they are here with us?
And while we're waiting for the delay to happen, I guess we'll do some housekeeping things. Thank you, everyone who's been tuning in and paying attention to the Barcast these last few weeks as we've kind of gone through our transition. Things are almost completely transferred over, which is really good. We started our first sideshow, The Screaming Closet, and that's over on the Flutter Priest YouTube channel. So go check that out. Writers' workshops are going to go and restart this coming week. We've already got 3 that are all recorded, and we just need to edit them and put them up. And we're going to try and get that back into a weekly thing. So that will be really cool. I think Pencil's also at some point going to start rearranging drunken readings, which will be really cool.
I will do that.
Oh, I cannot wait for that.
And yeah, it's going to be fun. And we will also definitely do karaoke night at the bar where you can tell us what to sing again. And that'll be intermittent.
That was great. And I was going to talk to you about something, but Enigma brought up a good point earlier. Since I can't necessarily be on all the time, perhaps he and I or something like that will probably do some equally tangential bullshit.
That's fine. We do tangential bullshit. That's what we do. And we have questions.
You took my opinion?
Shut the fuck up. We have
I'm
questions.
I'm
Questions.
considering it.
We have questions. Fuck. Okay, Crystal and Ansel, list your favorite characteristic or quality of each podcaster.
I love how pretty and sweet. Oh wait. Okay, pretty and sweet. That's like hyphens to make it one word of Pencil.
Mhm.
I love how adorable my baby is.
Oh, you daddy.
I love how you
Flame?
said that.
Flame, when you aren't being creepy, you're pretty cool.
The compliment
Flupri?
is accepted.
Flupri, you are a strong, independent man who don't need no self-esteem issues. I've stopped actually giving attributes. I'm not good at this. And
It's
Milk,
okay.
even though you're like falling asleep and not really paying attention, I still like how you're there for all of us when we need you.
I'm going to give one-word answers. Confident, sweet, serious, vulnerable, bro.
I'm vulnerable? What the fuck?
I like how you assumed that, Priest. You assumed that.
Well, I assumed it went straight down.
But did it? Did it?
That's
It
the
could go.
question.
It could come from the bottom of the top.
Wait. Actually, by virtue of the fact that you assumed vulnerable is about you, that kind of means you are vulnerable.
I know. I love it.
Fuck. You got me.
Who the fuck said I was serious? God damn it, I'm not serious.
Will you make a Patreon for the Barcast for charity? That is something we may do in the future. It's not something in our immediate plans, but we may do some charity stuff for Red Wings Horse Sanctuary, which has a special place in my heart because it helped rescue my pony when I was little.
What? Government secrets.
In the meantime, go check out my Patreon, you guys. Come
Fuck
on.
off.
When do you fix the YouTube channel intro? We will fix the YouTube intro channel soon. That's all.
Huh? What?
Chocolate or vanilla?
Oh, definitely chocolate.
100% chocolate.
Yay.
And last but not least, I think this is a perfect question to end on. Podcast when?
Next week.
Weekend.
And is there anything special happening then?
God, no, we're phoning it in again. I'm sorry, were we not supposed to say that?
No, you can say whatever you want. This is the podcast.
We have not prepared anything. We did a dating game last time. I thought that was pretty fun. We might come up with something stupid. But so next weekend's Memorial Day, which is kind of a big deal for me. So we don't have anything to announce, which is not cool. So we'll probably try to come up with something fun, but no, nothing special.
All right. Well, still tune in anyway if you guys are interested in Q&B. I recommend go checking that out. It is awesome stuff and associate with us somehow, even in a small capacity.
I feel like now we got to find a larger capacity.
We're going to BronyCon, so it can happen.
Oh,
There will be pictures.
Yeah. And we are actually out of time on the dot. So Priest, do the thing.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning into the Barcast this evening. I hope you've enjoyed your drink. Please pay your bill, and you don't have to go, but you can't stay here. Your bartenders have been a non-pencil.
Join the Barcast group because now I guess I'm a shill too.
Enigmatic Otaku.
I'll shill harder.
Flammenwerfer.
Wer muss nicht fühlen, wer muss das tun?
Milk. Of course, our wonderful guests, Ansel and Crystal.
Wonderful in air quotes.
And,
Super wonderful.
and I'm Flutter Priest. See you next week, everyone.
Don't die in your sleep.
Please.